Okay, you guys, welcome to today's tutorial. I'm going to take a look at creating the lower thirds and After Effects for you guys. So if you want, you can sit back and relax, watch the tutorial, and then perform the steps. Or you can watch the video, pause it, perform the steps, and then kind of go back and forth between the video. If you have any questions about the video, take some notes and then submit them to me, okay? So that I can clarify those issues. Okay, I have my welcome screen open. I think I'm going to create a new project, so I'll go ahead and close the welcome screen. Remember, when After Effects opens, there's always a new project open. With regards to the workspace, I'm going to go ahead and set this to standard, and I'm also going to reset standard so that if you want to follow along with me, all of the tool panels should look the same. Okay. Um, I'm also going to save this project, File, Save As, and then I'll call it Lower Thirds. What we're going to be doing is we're just going to be using one project to keep all of our lower thirds, okay? And we'll be creating new compositions for each lower third. Okay, I'm going to go to my desktop and save this out. You guys should be saving it to your Spring 2013 folder, your period folder, and your main folder. Okay, I'll save that. Perfect. I now need to create the composition. So I'll go up to Composition, New Composition. The size that we're going to be using, you guys, is NTSC DV widescreen. And for the duration, let's put it to 10. Okay, I'm going to name this composition the first lower third that I'm creating. Remember, we're going to encompass all of our lower thirds into this project, so be sure to name each composition accordingly. I'll call this Power 106. Okay, and what I'm going to do is click OK. Excellent. Now you can see I have my composition. I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to make sure that the aspect ratio has been stretched. And I think I'm going to turn on my title safe guides. Clicking this pop-up menu, title action safe. And I'm going to keep my lower third in this area right here. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll simply grab our type tool and we'll click on screen. I'm going to call this power, and I'll type in 106. And then I'll go ahead and use my selection tool to select that. I'm also going to create that bar that we talked about so that we can animate the bar. To do that, I'll create a new solid. I'm going to deselect by clicking in my timeline area. You can go ahead and format your font if you want, you guys, by using the character panel. And you can change that to whatever font you like. Okay. I'm also going to switch this to no stroke. Just a white fill for now. Have fun with your fonts. Format them however you like. I think I'm going to use this Power 106 like that cute font. Okay, to create that bar, I'll just go up to Layer, New, Solid, and I'll call this bar. Go ahead and click the color swatch and make it whatever color you want for your bar. I think I'll just stick with the white bar for now. Okay. You can see I have this white layer on top. What I'll do is I'll take this top, squeeze it down to taste. I'll bring it down to position. I'll take one of these handles and I'll drag it inward, and again I'll reposition to taste. You guys can also zoom in, take a look and see how you like the position of your objects. Okay, I'll zoom back out. Great time to save. Control S to save. And now I have my effect in shape. It's now time to animate this. We'll be animating the bar with keyframes, and we'll be animating the text with presets. So go ahead and select your text, and we'll go up to animation. We'll browse the presets. Hopefully Bridge opens up for you. If it doesn't open up for you, then take a look at the second method I'm going to show you. You're going to be using the effects controls panel for that. You can see there's an animation presets folder. You can open that up. And let me go ahead and make sure I'm showing all of my presets. Perfect. So, 1 second. And in the animation presets folder, there should be some presets, and you should be able to select the text. And here they are, you guys. So you actually don't have to go out to Bridge. If you know the one you want, you can go here to the animation presets folder, found in the effects tab. You can expand presets, text. And maybe you want the animate in, and here they are. So select the one that you want and simply drag and drop it to the text. I think I'll have it slow fade on. Drag and drop, release my mouse. If I hit my space bar, you can see that eventually that text slowly fades on. It may be too slow, so I'll go ahead and stop playback. Looks like it's 2 seconds. You can go in there and get under the hood if you feel comfortable about manipulating the keyframes. I tap W, and I'll just shorten those keyframes to shorten the length of that transition. And you can see it comes up a little bit quicker, about 21 frames now. So have some fun with this, you guys. I'll press U to close that up, Control S to save. To animate the bar, I'm going to be using position. I'll select that bar, move my playhead to the beginning, and I'll press P to bring up position. Initially, I'm going to move this off screen. I'm going to Control Z to undo that. Technically, I could have scrubbed the X value to move that off screen. And I'll click the stopwatch to apply keyframe. I'll wait till that text has appeared, and then I'll make sure that bar comes on screen, scrubbing into position. Okay. Excellent. There you can see I have 2 keyframes. If you play it, the bar comes in, power 106. Again, if you don't like the timing, play around with your 2 keyframes. I don't like the timing of this. I want that text to stop and then the bar to come on screen. So I'm going to move this keyframe over, move this first keyframe to this position. So you can see now that the text comes on screen, and then that bar zips on screen as well. Okay, that's cool. I'll Control S to save. Let's talk about exporting this. To export, pretty simple. With the composition selected, we'll go up to composition, add to render queue. In the render queue, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to click the best settings and make sure that everything looks okay. Okay, we'll cancel out. I actually want to click the lossless name. So we click that. Make sure that for channels, we're using alpha plus RGB. Okay. If you guys use some type of audio, then make sure you activate audio. If not, deactivate it. Excellent. I'll click OK. So now I'm only going to see my text as like a logo. For the output 2, I'll click here. And then you guys want to save this to your Spring folder, your period folder, your name. I'll call this Power 106 lower third. And I'll save this to a new folder called lower thirds. You guys should be doing this on your thaw space as well. Excellent. Power 106 lower third. I'll save it. And then to trigger the movie, I'll just click the render button. You'll see that my render status is showing me the time that's elapsed. And it's trying to estimate the time remaining, but it can't. Okay, there it is, about 1 minute remaining. When the movie is done, I can go ahead and then bring it into Premiere Pro, and you're going to add it on video track 2. But go ahead and make your lower thirds, you guys. Have some fun with all of the effects that they have. Some of you guys are more advanced to go ahead and manipulate some of the effects. You can also add an effect to have it come in, and then you can add an effect to have it animate off. So that's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and have fun.